Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Night 2 Original Campaign. This is Big Los. We find ourselves once again in Crossroad Keep, and everyone's come to greet me.
We heard about what happened at Castle Never, the attack. It's good to see you're all right.
To attack Castle Never? The King of Shadows? Garius? Oh, they're getting bold, they are.
So, did you get any gold along with the knighting ceremony? I mean, not that you'd carry it with you, since I already checked your pockets and your bags.
What efforts are being made in the war? Will Nashor commit his forces? And what of Waterdeep and the Lord's Alliance?
Know that word of all of this has traveled before the Kalakcha. Our duty is to carry the battle to the King of Shadows, his servants, and gather others who feel the same.
Let's see. Nashor asked me to bolster Crossroad Keep's forces by forming alliances.
Alliances are made to be broken. If agreed to at all, good luck trying to get anyone to join our side in these times.
Clan Iron Fist will help. They may take some convincing, but they wouldn't back down from a fight if they thought it was just.
The lizard folk should not be ignored. They once made their homes in the Mare, and the King of Shadows has driven them out.
The lizards?
Their history with settlements along the Mare is bloody, but they are fiercely territorial and are likely to hate the King of Shadows even more.
And we could look at last for the Wendersnaven.
Oh, gods.
No, they're not gods. They're the Wendersnaven. They exist, even if you can't see them with the eye, or touch them. They see all, know all, and have incredible powers. If they are on our side, we have a good chance of winning.
Oh, really? And how do we find something you can't see or touch and most likely exists in your head?
There's two sages at Portlast that are said to know something of the Wendersnaven. We could ask them.
Then it seems we have a number of roads open to us, and an army to build.
Nashor wants me to find a way to kill the Shadow Reavers.
No, that will not be easy. Every time they are struck down, they reform. The only losses in battle with them will be ours.
There must be a way. Evil always has a weakness. We just have to find it.
Well, that's the trick, isn't it? The thing is, how long do you look and where?
Pardon me, but sometimes these things come to you. I mean, we can't be the only ones the reavers have threatened or hurt. We already have crossed paths with a bunch of allies and people and sorcerers and sages we never even knew before. And we did much of that through serendipity. So have a little faith. Maybe an answer will come to us.
Know that this may be the best we can hope for. We should search, but the problem of the reavers may be one that only time can aid us with.
Let's see, let's choose this last one.
The claimed lands kill all life that enter it. We wouldn't be able to reach the King of Shadows in time. The movement through the Mare is never swift, even in the best of times.
If there's a path at all, we'd still need to know where we were going. And even then, we'd probably die getting there.
I don't think there's an easy path. As much as I hate to say it, I think we should ask Aldanon for advice on this.
Alright, so that's that. And we can talk to a couple of people here now. We got Sir Naval here. He's here to directly oversee us. So he informs us that now we can rebuild the tower and the church, and we can turn it into a couple things. We can turn the tower into a guard tower for the Neverwinter 9, or we can turn it into a wizard's tower. And the church, we can either turn it into a Church of Lathander or a Monastery of the Sun Soul. And which one you choose, you get certain items. And here's Bevel. He managed to find his way over here and not get himself killed back in West Harbor, miraculously. And since that he's here and has militia experience, we can make him a sergeant. Now, what is he best at? Apparently he's best at doing special missions. So we can assign him to do special missions as soon as we go and talk to Kana back in the foyer of Crossroad Keep. Let's see here. Oh, and Bevel still has his confidence shaken, so his effectiveness isn't really that good, but later you'll be able to talk to him and bolster his confidence, which improves his effectiveness as a sergeant. Alright, who else can we talk to around here? Let's see. Well, I guess we might as well talk to Javi, see if she has anything different to say.
What is your will?
Second one.
That is not known to me. If this one, Jerro, has done what the reaver said, then without him the rest of the ritual of purification is useless. The part of the ritual he performed can never be done again. He is the only one who can help us against the King of Shadows. What is not known to me is the motivations of Jerro in this war. As much as the ritual is incomplete for us, it is incomplete for him. From one act, he has bred many questions.
Oh, great. I was hoping you weren't going to say that.
No. Another could have performed the ritual were the statue not shattered. But now that path is closed to us.
So how do we open it again?
That is my belief. Without him, then we are lost.
Can we transfer the ritual? I guess not. What about Elanee over here? Does she have anything different to say?
Is there something you need?
Well, only if you have something different to say. Otherwise, no. Okay, that's the church that can be rebuilt into the Church of Lathander or the Monastery of the Sun Soul. Now let's go up here and talk to Master Vidal. Ah, yes, the construction's complete. But I want you to rebuild something else. I want you to put in bridges and watchtowers in the surrounding lands. I know it's going to cost 100,000 gold, and we only have 54,000 gold, so it's going to cost me about 45,000 gold out of my own pocket. But that's okay, because I think if you improve the surrounding lands, it increases the income. So it's like investing your money, and then we can use it to build other stuff. Oh, and here's the guy from Luskan. He's always trying to talk to us, and every time he does, someone comes and interrupts him. And this time, it's Sand. Now, why are you interrupting him all the time? And that goes for everybody. I mean, maybe I would like to hear what he has to say. You ever think about that? But no. Alright, let's see if Sand has anything different to say.
Yes?
You got anything different to say? No? Well. Alright. Whoa. Aldanon. Where's the fire, man? Why are you rushing in here like that? Oh, okay, so tell me what you found out. Okay, you're finding a way to breach the claim lands and enter the Vale of Meredelain. Okay. So we won't turn into zombies, huh? I guess that's a good thing. Oh, it's strongest at the outer edge than it is in the middle. So if we can hop over the wall, so to speak, then we should be okay for the most part. Oh, okay. So the effect is at the edges because that's where it's draining the most life. And since there's no life inwards, it's not having much of an effect. Okay. So basically we need a portal to get from here around that barrier. And apparently we need this famed Tome of Iltkazar to figure out how to get this portal into action. So you're like Grobnar, you need this tome in order to complete your work. Alright, I think I've heard enough about that. Is there anything different over here? No. Same books, same everything as before. Cora, you got anything different to say?
Great. What's wrong now?
Nothing. Okay, what about my room? No, my room looks okay. Okay, what about out here?
They're back.
It's me, Captain. You got the letter about the King of Shadows, right? Brother Maxwell and I have had some fine adventures since then. We're hoping you have another quest for us.
Don't forget Huan and Condril.
Of course, and them too. So, do you have any jobs for us?
Choose your words carefully, Captain. With this lot, a misplaced word could send them to the 9 hells.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Oh well. Speaking of which, who is that guy behind you who has the same hat?
We're not as able as you and your companions, Knight Captain, but after all the quests we've done in your service, we can handle adventure.
Of course we can, Brother Maxwell. We can handle, I don't know, dragons, demons, or whatever and whatnot you need dealt with.
I doubt it.
Ilfon Empire, you say? Guardian to boot? We have a new quest.
You really should let the captain finish.
Candrel, Juan, prepare the horses. We ride immediately.
Don't you think we should ask?
We've tarried here enough, Brother Maxwell.
Yes, Daeghun. Sorry again about this.
Hopefully they'll stay out of too much trouble.
Oh, you didn't look too happy about it. So who is this guy who has that same hat as Daeghun? Shadow Thief, huh? But he doesn't say anything when you click on him. I guess he's the silent type. Yeah, well, I guess they're lowering the standards. Why is Axel furious? He should be happy. Oh, maybe because I'm in a position above him now? So what, he's gonna make my life miserable for some reason? So he'll do something, he just hasn't thought of it yet. Yeah, well, I think I've earned the right. You know, I don't see Axel going around slaying undead. Oh, I'm a threat to him now. Okay, well, what are we gonna choose? I think I like number 4. We'll see. We'll see. We'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, I probably should focus on the war instead of this petty garbage with Axel. So, when do you think Axel will make a move on me? Huh. Yeah, he's gonna have to wait, probably. And that means so are we. Torrio, you got anything different to say? Who do you know could use the tower in the church? Okay, well, let's ask about the tower. Could make a decent guard tower, or Uncas could make use of it. It could be set up as a mage tower if one wanted. Why does Uncas need it? Oh, a gambling den, of course? Now, unfortunately, that is not one of the options that you're allowed to make when choosing to rebuild the tower. I think they had her say it and they were probably going to put it in, but the developers probably just ran out of time and left that option out for some reason. Oh well. You kind of find that in other parts of this game too, where you find references to things that don't actually materialize. Yeah. And we've already asked about the book, so we already know all of this. Yeah. Farewell. Alright, Kana. How are you doing? Yep. It's my keep, by right. So, give me a report, please. Okay. Everything's still kind of the same. Security for the land and the roads are still very high. Okay, so Lord Nasher wants a war levy from all the farmers, huh? So he expects a certain amount of gold from me, and I'm supposed to go get it from them. So if we pay 6,000 gold, we could spare the farmers from this levy. If we choose that option, it makes us go 3 points towards the good, costs us 6,000 gold, and hopefully it will increase the peasant civility, because I think peasant morale is still very high. Okay, so now let's try to put Bevel into a position where he'll be on special missions. Kana wanted to put him to patrol the roads, but I believe he's better suited to special missions. And if we switch him now, we can't effectively put him on anything else. That's okay. Fine with me. And that's all for right now, so let's go talk to our little buddy, Guyven of the Road. Hey, guess what? I've visited some places that you might like to hear about. Like Ammon Jerro's Haven. Oh, you refer to yourself in the third person too? Okay, so I guess we're telling him the story now. What? You mean I've tired you out with that story? And I thought only my girlfriend had that ability. Ah, yes. And Lord Never's tomb. I was there too. Geez, you really have a lot to say about it, huh? Really know a lot about the history of the city. Oh, you're gonna tell me a secret about Crossroad Keep? Well, do tell. So is there something of value buried here? Just outside the walls at the base of the second tower north? Well, I will go check it out. That's a valuable piece of information. Thanks for telling me. Now, I don't think that particular secret is there unless Guyven tells that to you. Alright, so before we talk to Grobnar, let's go see if Kestrel is done weaving that cloak for me. Wait a minute. You're still working on it and you're shooing me away? A spider is shooing me away. Okay. Grobnar!
Oh, hello. Sorry. Just a little out of sorts. Have all these thoughts bumping around in my head. They're a little... well, a little confusing.
Well, you want to talk about it?
Well, it's about Chandra, really. It just, well, got me to thinking. I mean, she wasn't with us very long. And there wasn't anything to be done to save her. Well, felt rather helpless and sad. And the whole thing seemed rather unfair. I don't really know what to say about it except say it. But well, was kind of wondering what you thought about it. You know, death of friends.
Well, the French have this saying. It's called "C'est la vie."
It is sad. That's it, exactly. She didn't deserve what happened, not at all. And I'm afraid that the more we fight, the more we'll lose. And the more unfair it'll be.
C'est la vie.
Of course. Ask away. Always ready with answers, yes indeed.
Wendersnaven, tell me about it.
The Wendersnaven? What about them?
Tell me everything you know about them.
Ah, yes. Well, it is impossible to truly know the Wendersnaven, since by nature they are unknowable.
Oh, really? Elaborate, please.
You see, they see everything, know everything, and exist everywhere and nowhere at once. It's truly quite amazing.
Yeah, okay.
Their size is also a great source of speculation, whether they are mighty giants hundreds of Kelgars high, or whether they are so small they cannot even be seen with the naked eye.
Since when is Kelgar a unit of measurement?
Oh, Wenderitham, of course.
Now what are you talking about?
Wenderitham is up in the clouds. There's many gateways to reach it, scattered throughout the realms, but they are hidden from mortal eyes.
Kinda like leprechauns and unicorns, huh?
Well, yes, but you see, there's so many other fantastical things in the realms. Does it really seem like it's that improbable after all?
Well, in this game, I wouldn't put it past it.
Well, take yourself, for example. You are a living jigsaw puzzle of shattered silver shards that, when united, will become an artifact that cut an entire race in two. And this enemy we fight, it's not a shadowy being. It is the dark essence of magic itself, with the ability to embed itself within the very land and ground it walks upon. And to think this Emperor of Shadow,
King of Shadows.
well, it was once a simple person just like you, that wanted to protect its people from destruction. Isn't that amazing? I almost sense an irony coming, but I think that might be too much to speculate on.
Oh man, I didn't know you were back there.
Really? I do? I can't believe I may have successfully argued a point. Now, if that isn't proof the Wendersnaven exist, I don't know what is. Well, not directly. You see, there's two sages in Port Lass who are said to know the way. In Leva and No Doob, I believe. I'm terrible with names, but that's close enough. They should be able to help us on our quest.
Okay. So I guess that's another thing we could go do. We could take Gromnar to Port Last and have him talk to those crazy folk. But right now, let's talk to Ammon.
Yes?
Hey, what's up?
No doubt.
Let's see, do you have anything different to say? Let's see. Why do you have such disdain for Giavi?
Disdain. I hardly consider her worthy of emotion at all. She is a blind follower, an adherent of her own people's history. There is blindness in such things.
Oh, really? Well, she's fought against the King of Shadows. She's worthy of respect.
Indeed, such a noble view. But she is but one. What of her people? Where are they against this threat? We need allies who understand our enemy, yet her people do nothing. The people of Farron are ignorant of the King of Shadows, yes, but her people are not.
Well, I know why, and she told me.
Indeed. And why is that?
Because the Githyanki will turn on them.
Ah. And again I ignore politics in my haste to do battle. I had thought that perhaps because they were not tied to Farron and the courts of Neverwinter, the people of Gith would have a broader view. But I forget the unreasoning hatred of the Githyanki. The fear of such a division in battle should the Githzerai join the conflict. There is wisdom in such a decision.
Yeah, she is brave in risking herself to help us. She does so knowing that she will most likely die.
That is the decision we all made. And the truth of such a decision is that in having made it, we are the only ones who can act. Do not defend her overmuch. There is more she could do, and her people's involvement in this conflict could be more than it is.
Well, don't blame her for that.
No doubt.
Alright, what else can we ask you? Well, that's a good one. Where did you get the Sword of Gith?
Ah, some secrets I must have. But suffice to say that there are eyes throughout the plains that see more than I.
So you're not going to tell me? Jeez. Alright, well, let's walk into this summoning circle.
Be careful with that. It is a summoning circle, inscribed here by Garius and his allies.
So? Let's summon something.
With the right tools, with the right focus, yes, you could summon a Beidazu or Tannery. provided you know the fiend's true name.
I always wondered how you pronounce those. What about Mephasm?
Mephasm, perhaps, could be of use. If he is cruel, it is a cruelty with perspective, not violence. If you wish to summon him, I will instruct you how to do so, but I will not summon him myself.
Well, tell me how to do it then.
Very well. It is no simple matter. You will need a number of semi-rare objects to create the focus. I will write instructions for you.
Oh, thanks. Let's talk more about it.
Very well, but we have little time to waste, so keep your questions short.
So, tell me about this Beetzu and Tannery.
Devils and demons to the layperson, like those you encountered in my haven. Devils are more organized, more methodical, more lawful, while demons are chaotic, wild, almost impulsive evil.
Okay, so why don't you summon something?
One should never summon anything without purpose, especially from the lower planes. Doing so would immediately put their eyes upon us, and from there, no good will come of it.
Okay, well what about Zaxxas?
No good can come from bringing him here. I will not help you bring that monster within this keep. Should he come here, it will only be to destroy this place, or our alliances.
Alright, fine. Okay, so we got a charm recipe that we can use to make this focus to help summon Mephasm. And looks like we both gained and lost some influence with Ammon Jerro by the conversation choices we made. Unfortunately, I think we lost more influence than we gained. Okay. Doesn't look like it requires too much. It says, do not even attempt this if you lack the knowledge to craft wondrous items. Well, that's fine. I'll just give it to Quora. Man, and I really wanted to know where he got that Gith silver sword from. Alright, I think we might be done here. Let's go out to the courtyard. And then from there, we will go outside and search by that tower to see what's buried. But right now, it looks like Daeghun's here, so let's go have a word with him. He didn't pass away.
I see the moon has been at your back. You look well.
Well, thanks. It's been a long time.
The mare has grown dark, and many villagers needed help in leaving before it was too late. And I have sought the scent on the breeze to learn of the Dark Hunter, King of Shadows. More can still be learned in the mare, but I have discovered something and had to tell you at once.
Oh yeah? What was it? West Harbor was destroyed?
I heard one of the scouts was asking about me. Oh, well met. You're Daeghun, aren't you? Your son has...
I am Daeghun, yes. And you are Elanee, of the Circle of the Mare.
Once of the Circle, yes. What do you want?
Yeah. What do you want with her anyway?
No, it's all right. I want to know why he's here.
It does concern her. It concerns you both. As I hounded the trail of the Dark Hunter and his minions, I came across something I thought lost. The druids of our lands, the Circle of the Mare, still live.
That's impossible. You're mistaken. If they were alive, I would know.
I can only venture to the swamp for brief periods of time. The reeds and waters feast on the living now. I followed the druids, and they had a ritual I think sustained them, even in the claimed lands.
The Circle! They must have found a way to restore part of the mare. Keep it from the influence of the shadows. If so, we need to find them. They can tell us more about what's happening in the mare than anyone. And if we can get them to ally with us, we may even be able to stop what the King of Shadows is doing to the land itself.
They may be in danger. You should go to them immediately.
That was my thought as well. Thank you for understanding.
Then you must make haste at once, if this is your course of action.
Okay, thanks.
No gratitude is necessary. We are at war, and it must be done. I will mark the location on your map. As for now, I have other duties in the defense of the Sword Coast and this keep, and I must see to them.
Your father's not one for showing emotion, is he? It's difficult to see how he raised you, and you turned out so different.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even get a hug out of the guy, man. What's up with that?
He certainly did. I, for one, am pleased with the results. Regardless, we need to find the circle. But as for reaching the location, that could be difficult.
I thought I heard the cries of a damsel in distress. Someone had to fill Chandra's role, eh?
Bishop, this doesn't concern you, so stop spying on us.
My dear, with you around, it pays to be extra watchful. I like to keep an eye out to make sure you aren't trying to play our leader for a fool. And because you don't always fasten your robes as tightly as you should, sometimes I catch a glimpse of other secrets.
So you're a peeping Tom, then? Great.
They're in the Mare, along the northwestern reaches, near the settlements the orcs attacked many years ago during their incursion into Neverwinter.
I suspected that might be one of the places. As for the incursions, it wasn't just orcs. That's near an area the King of Shadows isn't likely to have claimed. Yet. Might be a good staging area to look for your dead druid friends.
Daeghun says they're alive.
Maybe for now. Still, if you want to go, I can guide you to a safe port on the edge of the marsh.
All right. That would be welcome.
No, it wouldn't.
It's not me you should be suspicious of, but that's up to you. And it doesn't sound like we've got much time. Something tells me those friends of yours may have to move around a lot if they want to avoid the shadows.
Yes. Bishop's probably right.
All right then, I'll set out now. I'll start scouting the path, and join up with you only when need be. It'll save us all a lot of time.
Pardon me, Captain, but if I could just, have a moment of your time...
If you don't want a dagger between your ribs, I suggest you ask for alms elsewhere.
Oh, so you're chasing him away now. Why do you guys keep chasing him away? I want to hear what he has to say. Okay, so we gained some more influence with Elanee. We have shifted our alignment towards the good a little bit more. Now, let's go out into the fields. And we will dig up this buried secret by the North Tower. So it's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, there's a dirt mound. Oh, got a gold piece and a crossbow of the unicorn. And what is this thing? Oh, it's a +5 and he could do haste? Well, that's pretty good. Alright, so will we be able to find any druids? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching, and tenga un buen día.